Well, well,
Well, what's going on, man?
man, what a day! What a day!
Yeah,
Whew.
some some pretty surprising totals here. I'll be honest
Yeah,
with
yeah. We had some upsets. We had some big
you.
fish caught, and yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. How's your day,
Yeah, man.
man?
It was pretty decent, man. I mean, this is my last day in Florida, and try to do it right, man, and wait on the tide, and caught some fish. That's not a decent day. I mean, it was a so average day, but I had a great time, man. Anytime you go on the water, saltwater fishing, fantastic.
Oh man, I'm jealous. I'm jealous, man. What up, Jason Denise, Matt Conant,
What's up,
Stephen
everybody?
Bell?
Yeah, man.
What up? What up? What up, Ryan Sarko? Man, Ryan Sarko sent me a picture of the Philly cheesesteak he got when he got off the water. Whew.
Brilliant. That's
Ooh.
that's the only way to do it, I guess. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
god, man.
I like
Yeah, that.
Mexican. I like Mexican food. That's how I celebrate, man. That's just my thing, man. But you can't go wrong with the old Philly cheesesteak, dude.
Oh yeah, first meal off the water is the best.
Yeah. Hey guys, sorry we're late. I mean, we were purposely late on. Blake and I were kind of chasing down an angler, man, making sure he's okay. I'll tell you, the angler did flip his kayak today, man. So we
Mhm.
were trying to make sure everybody was safe off the water. Sorry we're late, man, but safety's priority, man. And we were getting ready to call a freaking search and rescue team out there, man. But man, look, PFD save lives, man. That's all I can tell you.
Yep,
So
100%.
um,
And for the angler that was fishing that same body of water, going over, helping out, check in. Thank you, thank you.
thank you.
Yeah,
Absolutely, man. I mean, absolutely. It means a lot. And we take care of our own, man, for sure. And fortunately, he lost all of his gear, lost his phone and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, he still have his life, and that's all that matters, man. All the
yep,
other stuff can be replaced, but me and you, man, we're kind of definitely worried about it, man. So,
yeah,
but glad he's okay, man. So,
100%.
yeah, man. All right, let's get right into it, man. Man, we got results. Got to get this thing going, man. And see what's going on the next week. Man, 32, then Sweet 16, and then Elite 8. Elite 8 will qualify for the national championship. So, yeah, that's what we're here to do, man. But I say we get right into it, man.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
let
and don't forget of those of y'all advancing next week. You double up
yeah, yeah.
both days.
That's right.
So
That's right.
if
It's
you
gonna be Saturday,
blasted your
Sunday, but
spots today, let them rest.
let them chill, man. A lot of guys did, dude.
I
A lot of
know.
guys blasted their spots during pre-fishing, and it hurt them today. Trust me, I
Hmm.
know all about that, dude. I'm the pre-fishing king,
The
and
king,
it,
king.
it it hurt them. It hurt them big time, man.
I
So,
know. Let's get into it,
um,
man.
yeah, let's go ahead and do it, man. All right, let's get into this, man. First matchup was, dude, a new guy. It was Gavin Halsey versus is it Halsey or Halsey?
I couldn't tell you he was on today, and I didn't even ask him. I was too interested in what he was doing and where he was fishing.
Yeah,
Yeah, all
fishing
right.
in Louisiana. We'll say Halsey, okay? Gavin Halsey versus Conrad
He
Benetti.
fished in Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi. Okay,
Yeah, he
got
drove over to Mississippi, and this is the guy Robert Brown said was on 100 inches plus in practice.
correct, correct.
So
Well, let me just say this: he needed every bit,
yeah, he did.
every bit of that. So let's go ahead and get to the results between Gavin and Conrad, and moving on to the Sweet 16 is going to be. Let's see here. All right, guys, here we go. Come on now. Don't do this to me. Here we go. There we go. All right. Here we go. Conrad, dude, 101. Remember I said there's not going to be a 100-inch bag today?
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
I kind of lied.
Yeah, yeah, he
Dude,
did.
Conrad shows out. Look, he hasn't fished in a long time. Conrad Benetti does 101 and a quarter inches to 85 and a quarter inches. Conrad Benetti moves on. Wow, dude, 100-inch bag right off the bat.
I was talking to one of our anglers who was chasing Conrad. He said I wanted I wanted to get Conrad, but he came up a little short. And I said, man, I'm glad to see Conrad back doing Conrad things, man. It's
He's doing
however
it,
you
man.
feel about the guy, he catches bigs in this event, and glad to see him back at it. So good
Hey,
stuff.
look, man, you can say whatever you want to, man. Florida as a whole, I'll tell you, no surprise. It was tough today. You know what I mean? It was tough.
It
enough.
was.
It was a constant east wind going on. Actually sunnier than what most people expected it to be today. It was tough fishing conditions, man. Conrad put 100 inches on the board, over 100 inches. Congratulations, Conrad, man. Hey, good job, Gavin, man. First time KBBT, 85 inches. Good job, dude.
Yeah, Gavin, great job, man. You were up against a buzzsaw, man. Sorry.
For sure.
Yeah.
Next matchup was a great matchup, man. Jason Denise versus Danny Gann.
That's a banger.
It was a banger matchup. We got to see it kind of behind the scenes, see what was going on. Jason didn't submit until kind of late, but dude, it was a great matchup. So
Close.
Moving on to face Conrad is going to be, there you go, Jason Denise, 91.5 to 89.25.
Man.
Jason revenges Danny Gann and moves on to face his buddy Conrad Benetti. We have a Conrad versus Jason Denise matchup next week, next Saturday. Look, man, I expect the memes to fly this week.
Hey, I want to say this too. Denise had some nasty kickers today. He just couldn't finish it out. If he finds any more fish to go with those kickers he's finding, look out. Look out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, as I said, Danny's probably fishing Tenerife. I don't know where he's fishing. Jason, I don't know, probably Keensville, I guess. I don't know. It all depends. These guys fish everywhere and anywhere. But what a great matchup, man, that was. And Danny falls short, man, to Jason. But Conrad versus Jason Denise next week. It's going to be good. All right, next matchup, man. In the ever-dreaded red bracket was Jason Campbell versus Joe Costa. Joe Costa was a late entry, and we're going to see who moves on. Did Joe upset Jason Campbell? Let's see what's happening here. And the winner of this matchup is, dude, Jason Campbell. Look at that, dude. What happened? 84 inches for Jason Campbell?
Man, the lake they fished today, Campbell and I think Brockelman was on the same lake, man. They were it was windy out there and they had some boat traffic. So Texas had some wind today, I'll say that. And I think it's going to show on a lot of these Texas guys' bags, man. It hurt them.
Close matchup, man.
Joe was, man. Hey, Joe did great, man. He came on air. It's fun having him on. I hope he enjoyed it, man. And dude, that's one bite away, man. It's one bite.
100%, man. You just call up your small one. Could have had him. And any opportunity to knock off Jason like that, man, leaves the door wide open. But, man. Well, here's the matchup that's going to be facing Jason Campbell. It's Sherman Bishop versus Brian Thomason. And I picked Sherman to beat Brian by 25.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of slack for that. Let's see what actually happened. And Sherman, 100.25 inches. I'm sorry I didn't say it was. I meant 35 inches. I didn't meant 25. 35 inches. That's what happened. Wow, what a beatdown, man. Sherman over 100 inches, man. We knew Sherman was on fish. It's going to be Jason Campbell versus Sherman Bishop next week, dude. We have Jason Denise versus Conrad Benetti and Jason Campbell versus Sherman Bishop, dude. Wow. Florida versus Texas. Let's go.
Yeah, we could have Bishop Benetti, Bishop Denise, Campbell Benetti, Campbell Denise on Sunday. So
I know.
Yikes.
Dude, it just gets harder and harder, man. I hope these guys are not blowing out their spots on Saturday, because they're going to need it for Sunday for sure. Because, look, if Conrad beats Jason Denise, let's say, and then let's say Sherman beats Jason, I'm not sure. Just basically what these numbers look like. It could be a Conrad Benetti versus Sherman Bishop matchup. That would be tremendous. You know what I mean? Or even Conrad versus Jason Campbell. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it'd be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun. Or even, it doesn't matter. Any one of those four combinations would be a lot of fun.
Be fantastic. Yeah, man. And just congrats to Sherman, man. Everything he's been through, like getting back out there and just hammering down, man. I love to see that. So
for sure.
Awesome.
Hey, next one, man. John Fox versus Zach Adams. But by the way, guys, I haven't seen the results of any of this. Blake, thank you for handling all the judging and all that stuff today, man. I haven't seen any of the scores, so I'm kind of like perplexed what's going on here, man. But John Fox versus Zach Adams, and let's see what happened here. And the winner is John Fox goes unopposed, 88 inches for John. So, I mean, I don't know where Zach was, man, but Zach didn't put any official on the board. But John Fox moves on to the Sweet 16.
I mean, John Fox didn't know that. I didn't know that either. I mean, he went out and fished and, did the business. So, congrats to John.
Yeah, man. I mean, Fox is moving on. Now he's taking on the winner between Ryan Sarko and Jared Brockelman. This is Virginia, our first Virginia guy versus Texas. And look, let's be honest, man. As you know, Virginia had a tough day.
Oh my God, man! I'm praying for y'all over there in Virginia that are bass fishermen. That was rough.
Yeah, it's been a tough day. So, no doubt. So it was something else, man. But let's see what happens here, man. Ryan Sarko versus Jared Brockelman, Virginia versus Texas. Let's see what's going on. What? Sarko beats Jared Brockelman?
Yeah.
From Texas?
Yeah.
What? That's, dude, upset city right there, man.
Man, it was crazy. We had Brockelman and Sarko on. Brockelman just does Brockelman things, throws up a limit, starts catching 17s, 18s, and Sarko is throwing up a 12.
Sarko, dude.
And then Sarko's like, my phone's died. I got to go. We turned the leaderboards off, and it's just like 20, 19, 18. I was like, what happened? And
that'd be one of the upsets of the year, man. I mean, Jared was in the championship round. Come on, man. Sarko doing a fantastic job. Dude, congratulations, man. 93 to 87. Hey, by the way, let me just get a little time out here. Can I say this real quick? How smooth does this look on Fishing Chaos? The bracket here. Shout out to Fishing Chaos for this, man. Dude, this looks smooth. The way this is going and how easy this is to do the reveal, man, it's tight, man. Thank you, Fishing Chaos, for doing this for the KBBT, man. It just looks great, man. Thank you for doing it, man. Really do appreciate it.
I gotta give Sarko some credit here though, because I talked to him and dude, he made a hell of an adjustment. I mean, he stopped everything he was doing, went to something completely different, and he said like he went to that and in the afternoon just said it happened quick.
100%.
And great, man. That's what it's about, man. You got to fish hard the whole time. So awesome job, Ryan. And Brockelman did 87, nothing to snuff at. So
yeah, no, and like you said, dude. I mean, it's all a matter of luck here. It's the time of day, or the time that you're, or the conditions that you're fishing. Texas was pretty windy, and I make use of Jared, man. Ryan did the business with 93 inches, man, but Texas was not fishing well at all, but due to the wind and all that stuff, man. So
man, you know how it is, Greg. You've had somebody throw up 90 on you in the first 30 minutes, and it's hard to keep your head in it,
Oh yeah, man, because I mean, now you're like, I got to make a move. I got to do something completely different, man. But
yeah,
congratulations, Virginia beating down Texas, 93 to 87. Good job. All right, Michael Thornton versus Matt Kasparek. So basically, oh, by the way, John Fox will take on Ryan Sarko in the next round. So can Sarko finish the business, man? He needs another 93-inch day, obviously. See what happens, man.
Maybe more than that, man. Florida
could be catching on. I will tell you, man, I was looking at the weather forecast for Florida. It's garbage next week. It's garbage. High winds, rain, and everything else going on, man. So, and then Saturday's going to be completely post-frontal. Good luck, Florida. So, Michael Thornton versus Matt Kasparek here. Again, Virginia versus Florida. And we're going to move on and see what happens here. Who is moving on? Dude, what in the world has happened here? Michael Thornton now, man. That can't be it.
That's a ticket issue.
We'll take care of that.
Yeah.
We need to get back to that because that doesn't look good. That's
not right.
Yeah, hold on. I'll tell you what. Let me look at the overall.
I was like, you're going to have to go to the overall or something. That's not correct.
Yeah, it can't be correct.
It's not.
All right.
And I thought I fixed that. So my apologies.
No worries. Let's see here.
Yeah, sorry, Matt. You skunked.
Yeah,
My bad.
Matt, you suck, dude. All right. Let's see. Matt Kasparic, can we find him?
We hadn't had any ticket issues till this.
Matt Kasparic.
Matt,
89 and a quarter. 89 and a quarter. So Matt moves on.
Yeah.
Yep. 89 and a quarter. Matt moves on against Michael Thornton. Michael did not have a good day, dude. 16 and a half inches. But Matt Kasparic is moving on there. So congratulations, Matt. Sorry about that. It just didn't register to the leaderboard there. So it is what it is. All right. Let's see here. Go to the leaderboards. So Matt's moving on. All right.
I was like, can you show the overall leaderboard? Can you throw it up there? Or
I will.
Right,
I will.
At the end, we'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. At the end, I will. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Matt's got that. All right.
Just
so
for the
Joel
people.
Spear versus Florida Jerry or Jerry Burdine, and I picked Jerry Burdine out of
After
Florida.
you crawfished on Joel.
I absolutely did. I crawfished on Joel, and let's see if I was right or not. But taking on Matt Kasparic is going to be Joel Spear. And Joel just said, you know what? Screw you, Greg. I'm taking care of business. I'm taking out your boy, Matt. I'm sorry, Florida Jerry. And Joel just destroys Florida Jerry. I'm going to look at that. 92-77. Come on.
Yeah, Joel was going to take it easy, but after you crawfished on him, he was like, nah.
Yeah. That's that 25 inches that I was talking about.
Beat him down.
He absolutely beat him down. So it's going to be Matt Kasparic versus Joel Spear in the next round, and that ends the red bracket. So moving on, it's going to be, here's your red bracket of Sweet 16. Conrad versus Jason Denise. Jason Campbell versus Sherman Bishop. John Fox versus Ryan Sarko. Matt Kasparic versus Joel Spear. Good luck to everybody. That gauntlet.
Hey, I love this.
Ginger Showdown. Brilliant. Actually, dude, Joel, you beat Matt today. But you have a chance.
You did.
He did. Absolutely.
Clifton, crawfishing means like, I mean, if you've ever seen a crawfish, they like squirt backwards. It's where you back off on something, you go back on it.
Yep.
So he picked Joel, and then he heard Jerry was from Florida, and he picked him, so he was crawfishing.
Or lobstering, whatever you want to do.
Come on. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. All right. Blue bracket. Top of the blue bracket, we have Rodney Kinnan versus Stephen Bell. Rodney Kinnan versus Stephen Bell here. And, dude, Stephen Bell put up a 6-pounder first thing in the morning.
It was a big. I mean,
It was, what, 21 and a half?
It was big, yeah. I mean, I saw a lot of big fish this morning, man. I don't know what was up with some of these guys' morning bites, but I saw certain individuals just started throwing me up fish well over 21 inches, and I was like, can y'all chill for a minute? I haven't had coffee or anything.
I mean, we had all sorts of stuff going on. But anyway, moving on here, it's going to be Rodney Kinnan, 99 inches. Wow. I did not see that, y'all.
Congrats. He smashed them. He did.
Dude, Louisiana's still on fire. Still on fire.
He just kept every couple hours, like, here's another 20, here's a 21, here's a 19. I was like, okay, man. I mean, yeah, he put it on him. He did.
Yeah. Sorry, Stephen, man. You started out great, but then, good old North Carolina bite started happening. Non-existent. Next matchup, Rodney Kinnan is taking on the winner of this one. Caleb Helbig, who was on a live event at Welsh, taking on Eric Nelson, another live event at Kerr Lake. And you know my concerns about Kerr Lake, man. Let's see who's moving on. Oh, it's Caleb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Helbig is.
Now look at this, guys. Helbig, congratulations, first of all. Winning the live event at Welsh. Okay.
No, it's a 2-day event. He's leading day one.
Oh, he's leading. Okay. Well, then he's put up 99.5 inches there. Okay. He's leading the tournament. And look at Rodney Kidd. What did he put up? 99.5 inches. I mean, this is going to be crazy, guys. Texas versus Louisiana. This is going to be a great matchup next week, guys. Huge matchup next week.
Dude, Helbig is on fire right now. I mean, there's a few guys in Texas that are. I mean, Guillermo, Scotch, Helbig, Howell. But, man, those 4 dudes are – Helbig is right there with them, man. He is just – every tournament he enters, he's just lighting it up.
No doubt, man. I mean, Helbig is – I mean, dude, like I said, man, like he was kind of an unknown, like, early last year, and they started fishing, like KFL, KBPT, and all these different local live events and stuff like that. Dude, I mean, I would say he's probably the most improved angler of 2021.
Me and Mooney were talking about the Rayburn event that Hobie had, and Helbig messaged me like a week before and was like, "Hey, you fishing it?" And I was like, "Yeah, why aren't you?" And he was like, "I don't know. I don't really know Rayburn that well." Ends up fishing it. Gets what, third?
Gotta pay you like
an
agent commission or something like that. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, he's a stick, man. He's good.
No doubt, man. Congratulations to both these guys, Rodney and Caleb. Both moving on to Sweet 16.
That is going to be a great matchup.
Oh, awesome matchup for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence Bellinger out of Virginia versus Jason Starley. And let me just say this. Jason did Jason things today. In fact, Jason did more than Jason things today, dude. He absolutely, when the leaderboards went down, it was pretty silly. But moving on here, dude, look at this. 99.25 inches to 81. Jason Starley puts up a 23.25 and a 22. Come on, man. Jason, great job, dude. Great job.
His 22.75 could have eaten his 23.25. That 23.25 is the god kayak fish. Maybe 4 pounds, just long, skinny. Great fish.
Yeah.
Man, he caught some bigs today, man. And he came on, and it's great having him on, man. And Starley's just such a nice guy, man. So I'm very happy for him. Lawrence, sorry, buddy. You ran into a freight train. A bearded freight train. Starley's got the beard going, man.
I'd tell you one thing, man. Starley does this to a lot of Virginia anglers, including myself, man. He just puts the smack down on them early, man, and just, it's what happens. He hates Virginia.
He loves it.
You know what I mean? But Starley is going to be taking on the winner between Daniel Glennie out of Texas and Bob Brisky. Man, Daniel was in a live event, and it was close when the board went down, guys. Real close. So let's see who is moving on here. Jason is taking on Bob Brisky. Takes it out. 89.25 inches. Daniel Glennie's 80.5. I would say probably the live event probably had a little bit to do with it. What do you think?
I mean, Daniel got in the cookie cutters, man. I mean, every fish he submitted, I was like, is that the same fish? Oh, no. Is that the same fish? No. But, I mean, he just couldn't get out of them, man. And I've been there, dude. Sucks. Sucks.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Well, moving on to the middle part of the blue bracket, we have our own Rob Richards from Cronos Rods taking on Brad Case. And, dude, I believe me, you, and Robert Brown all picked Rob Richards.
Yeah, man, he's been fishing great.
Yeah, he's been fishing awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to find out who's moving on. Brad's like, you know what? Disrespect me. Here's dropping bombs on y'all. 96.25 inches, man. Brad Case takes out Rob Richards. Look at these scores, guys. Look, bad day where Rob Richards was fishing, man. It was blowing hard, okay? Rob actually had to get off the water a little early, but Brad Case puts up 96.25 inches, moves on, beats Rob Richards, man, 90.5. Dude, no shame in that game, but unfortunately, a 90 bag went home.
Yeah, Rob came on today, man. He was catching. I mean, I think he caught more fish on air than anybody else. I mean, he was on them. He just didn't get the right bites. So, tough.
For
sure.
Sure. So, John Mooney had a question earlier today. Are the championship bounties in play? Yes, they are. championship bounties are in play.
Ooh.
We said for the end of 2021, they are in play. Did we have a champion go down?
I don't think so. I think Campbell won. Benetti won.
Yep, Benetti, Campbell.
Fox won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we're good. No blood on the bounties right now, so we're fine.
Yeah, Mooney asked me that, and I was like, I don't remember what Greg said. I should have just said yes, but
They are. Yep, they're in play for 2021 for sure.
Yep. It's starting.
Sorry, Jason Campbell, the bounties of I love it. It's a $50 bounty, man. So yeah, it's cash. All right, Scott Robertson versus Sean Dwyer. We had Fayette versus
Santee Cooper,
right?
And we all went with Santee Cooper because we figured it's Santee Cooper. It's got to be good for one fish, right? Like one big. You always catch one big at Santee.
Right, for sure.
But we know what Fayette can do.
Yeah.
And yeah. Close
Moving on to face Mr. Brad Case. The professor is going to be Sean Dwyer. 83. Look at those scores. 83 to 81.5.
Can you do the drop down on Sean's fish?
I can. Yeah.
If you would.
22 incher.
Because this is how close it was.
Wow.
Sean has a 22-inch fish.
And almost, I mean, right there, right on the edge. Look at that. Wow.
But he has that 22-inch fish, and he has a 12-inch fish.
Look at this. 22, 16, 16, 16, 12.
And that 12 is touching by a hair. He was this far away from not having a fifth, and Scott taking that. I mean, you're talking about a matter of millimeters there. That was crazy matchup, man. I could not believe that one. That was one of the most fun ones to watch throughout the day. It was so close.
Very, very close. Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy, dude. Man. Well, again, moving on here, the bottom half of the blue bracket, man. Stephen Bell Jr. versus Bobby Morin. Guys, this was close all day too, man. Not a lot of bigs on the board, but really, really close matchup. So moving on, both these boys are all in the water, fishing hard. Moving on to the Sweet 16. Bobby Morin with 74 inches takes out Stephen Bell Jr. 31.5 inches, man. Looks like Stephen Bell struggled, man. That's a tough day when you get 31.5 inches.
You know, Bobby did what he needed to do. He was struggling earlier too. I mean, they were both on two fish for a minute, and then Bobby put his head down, man, and got a limit, and that's the difference. I mean, limits are king.
Limits are king. That's exactly it, man. You gotta let's see. Stephen Bell says duck hunters kill my morning bite big time. Yeah, man. I mean, it's that time of year, guys. We even talked about that last night. You know,
about today, man.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. For sure. Yeah, you're right. We did talk about that personally today, for sure. Well, the end up the blue bracket was Robert Brown versus Russell Kennedy, another Virginia versus Florida matchup. And moving on to take Mr. Bobby Big Gun Morin on in the Sweet 16 is going to be Russell Kennedy. Look at that. 95 inches to Robert Brown's 74.25. Guys, that you don't see this too often. When Robert Brown goes below like 90, it's a rarity. Well, there you go. It was a rarity tonight. Russ Kennedy, a newbie from KBBT, takes out the veteran big time. Big time.
Heck of a job, Russ, man. I mean, that's smash him.
Yeah.
That's a butt whooping.
Absolutely, man. So there you guys have it, man. That's our Sweet 16. We are not done, though. We want to show the difference, the winner between the Florida Copperheads throwing out the challenge to any team members that want to have it. And there's a team that got together called the Hog Snatchers. And let's see who won this matchup, guys. Oh my God. 383.75 to 346. The Florida Copperheads takes the victory. The best 20 fish combined. There you have it. 383.75 to 346. Florida Copperheads, protect home turf, does the business. Good job, guys.
Yeah, great job to all the anglers. Man, y'all put up some awesome fish today. There's some really great limits caught. Man, some upsets.
There you
Yeah,
go.
let's look at that overall leaderboard, man. That's what I want to see.
Here's your overall. Conrad and Benetti, 101 and a quarter. We had 2 over 100. Sherman Bishop and Rodney Kinnan, Caleb Hellbig.
In a live event.
In the live event. That's impressive. Jason Starley, 99. Look, I mean, dude, look. Is the top 10 over 90? Yeah, sure is, man. Look.
I know.
You had to go down to 11th to get out of the 90s. 11 anglers in the 90s today, man.
On what, I guess, from everyone we talked to was a tough day. You know,
quote unquote
windy,
tough day.
Bad conditions. These guys are still putting up over 90. Just crazy, man. Really good. Oh, there's Matt Kasparek with his 89.25. I promise we didn't make it up. There you go.
Yeah, we didn't. So Matt moves on for sure. I'm gonna give a shout out to let me say this. Give a shout out to Rob Richards. Scott Robertson was the gentleman who we were concerned about on the water. Rob Richards, thank you for being there, man. To help out a fellow angler. And I'm glad Scott's okay, man. He flipped his stuff. Hey, reach out to Scott, man. Give him some love. He lost his gear, lost his phone, lost his yak today on some very high winds over at Fayette today. We were concerned about him, man. So that's why we didn't come on air. But we're going to give some love to Scott Robertson, man. He only lost by like an inch and a half. He was trying to fish to the last minute. Had some brutal conditions, man. But we were on the phone and trying to make sure everybody was okay. But Rob Richards and Lisa went over there and helped out Scott, man. And I want to say, man, good job.
Sure.
Thank you guys for helping us out, man. Making sure that they were safe on the water. So Scott, man, we're glad you're back with us, man. PFD stay live, man. That's all I can say.
100%. Yeah. I mean, you always replace the rods and everything else, but we can't replace Scott. So super relieved and just glad you're there. And thank you again to Rob and Lisa driving down there. I'm sure she was more stressed than any of us, but I'm just glad everything's okay. So good stuff.
Yeah, man, absolutely. We're a tight knit community, man, and safety first. Round, man. It was a pretty good round, real good round.
Great round. We had very few anglers I think had made regrettable decisions or didn't fish well, but there was a ton of fish caught. Scott Shishkowitz asked what the total fish caught was. Man, I don't know, because I don't think even on air people were just catching them and throwing them off if they weren't something they were interested in even measuring. So there's a ton of fish caught, man. And a lot of people just submit their best 5 at the end of the day. So I don't really know, man. I don't have a good answer for you on that, but there were so many fish over 20 inches caught today.
I've got that. Fishing Chaos has that information.
Are we losing you, Greg?
Okay, 10 bass. 32 anglers caught 210 bass.
There you go.
Oh, sorry, guys. Yep. So that's pretty daggone good, man.
Yeah, but that's just the ones
well, guys, That's what was submitted exactly, and exactly like you're talking about. I mean, those were the best 5, so that was good. Well, guys, that's it for us. We are out of here. We're gonna post the winners bracket and all that good stuff, man. We'll leave the scores up and all that good stuff for you guys. But man, great job, guys. Blake, thanks for helping out today, man. Had to get some last day saltwater love in, man, and man, exciting. Don't forget, when the Final Four happens, that tournament will start the 64 man bracket coming for the national event. So be awesome.
Yep, looking forward to it, guys. Congratulations to the winners, the guys that came up short. 64 man brackets coming up. You got your experience in. I'm sure you learned something. I see guys in the comments saying they made rookie mistakes. Well, good thing is there's always another bracket. So come back, show us what you got.
100%, man. Blake, thanks again, man. I'm gonna be on the road all freaking day. Anybody want to call me? Call myself. 571-259. 14 hours would go quick, man. It's brutal. So anyway, guys, we love you. We appreciate you, Scott. We're glad that you're safe, man. Awesome first day, man. Awesome first day. See you next week. Double up, man. See what happens. Peace out.
Later, y'all.